Hi, welcome to Angel's Table. We are here live on the red carpet for the premiere of Taken Over. And it seems only fitting that we're on the red carpet for this Detroit-based indie film when it's also the night of the Academy Awards. There's a lot of really great energy in the air, and you can really feel that a lot of the Academy Award excitement is spilling over into the evening. There's a lot of heart and soul that is going into the Detroit industry, and there are going to be many of the people in the industry from Detroit here tonight. We will be interviewing Harley Wallen, who is the producer, director, and the lead on this film, and hopefully we'll be able to catch some of the other actors. So thank you for joining us on the red carpet. Hi, joining us on the red carpet is Harley Wallen, the producer, director, and the lead of Taken Over. Thank you for joining us. So, I want you to tell us a little bit about the film, Taken Over.
Okay, absolutely. Well,
you're gonna hold it?
you hold it.
Okay.
All right. So, pretty much this is a supernatural thriller. Has some elements of horror. It's a small town. There are some murders that occur, and police force trying to figure out what to do. They can't really get a beat on this because the victims are kind of random. The people getting murdered are absolutely random as well. They get a lead on this guy that keeps influencing people to make these murders happen, and they're up for a big challenge when they realize he's not just a regular guy.
He's not a regular guy.
No.
He's not someone you want to meet on a day-to-day basis.
Right? No, it's not too pleasant.
No, he really isn't. So, what I really love about you is that you have brought in so many of the Detroit people into your film, and really almost like, I'm trying to think of the right word for this, like trying to help everybody. While you're helping yourself, you're also helping everybody. So you have some really great actors, and you also brought in a couple of Hollywood actors. Do you want to tell us a little bit about them?
Well, yeah. First of all, the Hollywood people. T.J. Storm, amazing actor. Kickboxer Vengeance was his latest big film. He's been around for a long time, ever since the Mortal Kombat days. I love that film, Bloodsport. So he's awesome, and I really enjoyed having him in. And then Dennis Haskins, who is an absolute legend. And it's really funny because everybody thinks of him as a comedic slapstick actor, and you're going to see him. He's a really good actor, dramatic actor. In fact, so good that he's coming back for our next film.
Yeah, which is very cool. And that's Mr. Belding, right?
Indeed.
Right. So I think you'll all recognize him. I'm really excited to see TJ in this role. Just because it just seems the role itself is really cool, and I think he's going to. It's going to be rich. So now you've done 2 other films, and then you have another one that you're just now starting to film, correct?
Yeah, for feature films, we definitely have a few, but let me talk to you about the Michigan actors first, because I want to say this. One of the things I really pride myself on is to not be a part of the cliques. I refuse to do that, because we are only so good when we do that. Why not combine all these powers into one and get the best of the best on set, the best fit, the best truth, the best screen presence into one film? I really think that is where we become legit as filmmakers in Michigan and take it to a new level.
Right. And what's really awesome is that there is so much wonderful talent in the Detroit area.
Yeah,
I know I've done a couple castings and just been blown away by what goes on here. And I've been on a table read with Harley for this, but I wasn't really there for all of the shooting, but I was really impressed with everybody who was there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we did, me and Walbert started this close to 2 years ago. We heard the film incentives were leaving. There were so many people in the Michigan film market that were kind of either leaving for Atlanta or going elsewhere, going to California. And a lot of us have kids, and a lot of us have roots, and we want to stay here. And we said, how are we going to be able to be a part of legit films without these incentives? Because a lot of them bailed on us when we didn't have the incentives anymore. So we decided that we were going to take a step and try to make our own high-end films. And first one was a lot of work. I don't think we were really I don't know if we really knew what we were doing,
Right.
but we completed the film, and it was a lot of fun. And then we shot Moving Parts, which will actually have a premiere as well this year in May, and we're going to announce a little bit more of the details of that today. But then now Taken Over, which is super exciting. I'm really excited to see this on the big screen.
I know. I really am too. I know you have a lot of mingling to do, a lot of people that you're needing to introduce. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm really excited. I really cannot wait to see this. So
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a nice night. I see Nancy Oswain and Kana Calhoun, and they are approaching the red carpet.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to our premiere.
Thank you. Thank you. And this,
My lovely daughter Calhoun.
yes, and she is one of the lead actors in the film.
Not a lead actor in this one, but she has a really, really cool supporting part in this one. I'm the assistant director, and I also do all the special effects makeup.
Yeah. Nancy and Harley make a really incredible team. You really do. They this is your third project together, correct?
Yeah.
And Nancy, I watch her work, and I'm so impressed by it. It's like I need to take some notes from her and learn some things because she really puts together a great project with Harley. Really great team. So, do you want to talk about the film a little bit and tell me what you love about it?
Absolutely. And by the way, I absolutely love working with Harley. We really are a great team. We kind of fill in each other's holes. We started out on a film that he brought me on to do special effects makeup, and he was the first person that ever gave me an assistant directing gig. And I was like, "Are you sure?" And then we ended up like really loving working together, and now we're on our third project together. And I'm really excited about this one. It's very different from any film that we've done before. It definitely has a darker edge, but it's one of the things I love about Harley's scripts is really well developed characters. Callie,
Yes.
you absolutely loved this character, didn't you?
Right. Yeah. You play a young girl who is a really nice girl, but then something happens. So, was that fun to play a character that was good with a little bit of a dark side, I suppose?
It was really fun because Lindy, I don't get to play a lot of really like classic sweet characters, but I also love playing like dark and psychopathic too. So like this role I got to do both, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really loved developing Lindy and being her. It's fun.
That's really awesome. So I'm just going to make a note that Nancy made their attire this evening. I mean, awesome. Both looks beautiful. I just love what you have on. So Nancy was also in the music industry and decided to opt out of that, and now she's making a huge splash in our Detroit film industry. Do you want to talk about that at all? Share a little bit about that?
Absolutely. I have lived my life for art, and I represented independent emerging artists for my entire career. I represented some kind of famous people too, but what I really loved is finding a voice for artists that I felt like were geniuses that didn't have one. And I kind of fell into this. I was going to be doing I was going to be writing a book and doing some teaching after I closed my business. And then her acting career really took off, and I found myself on set a lot, and I'd always been an artist, I'd always been a clothing designer, and I started falling into doing all these projects on film, and then I started getting more and more into it, and all that background I had as an agent really came into play. I get brought on to do a lot of casting and things like that, and I'm so passionate about making a healthy Michigan film industry and creating opportunities, and we're not able to pay people what they're worth yet, but we're getting people work, we're helping them build their resumes, build their credits, and especially bringing in, like, I'm super excited to be bringing my longtime friend Dennis Haskins in for this film.
That's so great.
We've been friends for 16 years, and to bring in people like that who are, not like huge top of, like A-listers right now, but he has such an iconic fan base, and he's a really, really good dramatic actor, which people will see in this film.
Right.
And so many people associate him as Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell and Fluff and everything. And even Harley, when I talked him into originally doing this role with Dennis, he was just like, okay. And then it's like, as soon as he left, he was like, he's a really good actor.
Right.
It's like, I told you. So now we're bringing him back for a couple more films.
That's really awesome. So I should probably mention that this is the first film that I am actually working on with Nancy. I came on as an executive producer and a little tiny part to play, which was very fun. Thank you. That remains to be seen. But it really, I could not be happier of the first major production to be involved with, to be doing it with Nancy and Harley, because it's been a really great experience. They've made the whole process so incredibly easy and giving so much heart and soul and love to the project. So I'm excited about that. So you ladies have a wonderful evening.
You.
We will see you at the end.
Enjoy the movie.
Thank you.
Thank you
too.
guys.
Joining us now is Wahlberg, who is the CEO of Caribbean Fury Films, which he is partners with Harley Wallen. So can you tell me a little bit about how long you've been working with Harley and what got you started working with him?
Sure. We're actually been working together for like 3-4 years now. This is our third feature, and we actually have done like 4 or 5 shorts together. We met like 4 or 5 years ago also. Like we started working in a project like Number One Contender. That's when we actually met. And then after we worked together, we actually decided to get together and start making films and bringing nice stuff to Michigan.
Had you already been interested in the film industry when you met him?
I used to be an actor. Well, we used to be actors, but back then. We worked in 2 projects before or after we actually met. After we started doing Number One Contender, we worked on in Canada in 2 projects, 2 features that we actually premiered in downtown Detroit. Then from there, we actually, like I told you before, we actually decided to get together and make a little partnership, start directing, making films, coming up with stories, and then just, kind of bringing that actually feeling to Michigan, just bringing all this film industry and...
Right. Well, what I love is that you really have created a nice environment for a lot of the actors in the industry here in Detroit, and you've created the content that wasn't there in spite of the fact that all the incentives have disappeared for us, and you've still made a really great viable industry for a lot of actors.
Yes.
So now you said are you also a writer or you're just part of the production?
Correct. I'm not a writer. That's my only downfall right there. I don't know how to write. I don't really know how to come up with stories.
Okay.
I think that's when me and Harley got clicked, because he got the mind to write and he got that imagination. And then my part was at the beginning, it was like just capture that, because I was like more the cinematographer. I help in directing too. So I was like actually helping out and portraying the stories that he wanted to.
Right.
And that's actually how it's been for the past 3 years.
Right. You're not acting in this film, are you?
Not in this one, no. The next one, yeah, Moving Parts, that is coming up hopefully in May.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Well, this is a really exciting night. I wish you success.
Thank
I
you,
wish
thank
all
you.
of us
Appreciate
success.
it. Thanks
And
so
thank
much.
you for joining us on the red
Thanks so
carpet.
much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
We're welcoming Kaiti Wallen to the red carpet. Kaiti is one of the leads in the film, and she is also Harley's wife. So Kaiti, tell me a little bit about your role and how you created her.
Anna, okay, well, she is very open-minded to what is going on, and she questions things that, we question on a regular basis. Creating her, well, it was quite easy but difficult, because you're bringing yourself into it without being too much of yourself. You want to make sure that you still be Anna. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's
My one scene was with Kaiti, and she made it really, really awesome to work with. I really, truly loved it. I hope we get to work together again.
Yes.
I'm really excited for you. This is your first major red carpet, so it's really exciting. You look absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
How are the nerves holding up?
They're there.
I know.
They're definitely there.
They are. Well, it's a really wonderful night. I mean, really, you look absolutely breathtaking. So I want you to enjoy. I don't want to keep you tied up unless there's something you really want to tell everybody about. Well, actually, how is it working with your husband?
It's great. It's great. We definitely we complement each other in some very good ways. He's very good at what he does, and I support him. And he's the director. All right, so that's that.
I did experience a little bit of that. It's like, oh, I see, husband and wife going on here.
Yeah.
But I think it was not. I mean, I thought it was what you would expect. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was really great, actually.
Yeah.
So, but, well, have a really wonderful night. Thank you for joining me.
Oh, yes, definitely.
All right, and we will be working together again. Welcome to the red carpet, Dennis Haskins. Now, Dennis, you have come a long way to work with an independent Detroit film.
Yes.
Can you tell me what it is that drew you to either the role or to working with Harley?
Well, I knew Nancy Oswine for a long time, who's Auburn Moon talent and the college market, and she knew me as an actor and working here with Harley and everybody. She asked if I wanted to come in. I said absolutely, and I read the script and I liked the part. And then when I got here to see how hard everybody works, how much they care, the quality of the production, the writing, everything for every level, the other actors, I was blown away. So I had to come back and support the premiere.
I'm really excited about that because originally you weren't supposed to be coming back. Then we heard you were, and it's like, this is really exciting. I know a lot of people, and they said, Mr. Belding is going to be joining us on the red carpet, and everybody was really excited about that.
Well, I got to say, it's a blessing having played the role of Mr. Belding because it does open some doors to people, and people really love the character, but it also allows me to come in and talk about other projects and how good the market is here. I believe we're going to do another film after this, so it looks like I get the chance to work with Harley Wallen, our director, again. And he's written a wonderful script. But I'm looking forward to seeing this. I haven't seen it.
I know. I'm really excited. Do you want to talk about your part? Because I think it's a really interesting part.
Well, I think you should. This is not going to be Mr. Belding. Let's just put it that way. And the movie is called Taken Over, so you'll get it. I'll just give you this.
It's going to be very intriguing. I think it'll be a nice surprise.
When you see it, you'll know what that is.
Yeah, well, I can tell you as a person in the Detroit industry, I really appreciate you coming. I appreciate you being part of the film to begin with.
It's
and
a pleasure.
Thank you for supporting us.
I've been coming to Detroit for a long time. I have friends that live here, and I've been coming through. I did a film in East Lansing with some other producers and another independent film. There's a lot of good people here working in the film. A friend of mine is in Pittsburgh doing film. You got industry here in Detroit. Right. It's not just LA and New York, and I'm really happy to be here.
Oh, thank you very much. Enjoy the night, and can't wait to see you.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, we kind of got shifted around with all the excitement.
No, this is great. This is really great. This is really wild. This is a packed house.
It is a packed house. Can you believe that our little Detroit industry, this is what's going on here?
Well, you guys have a lot of good artists and a lot of good filmmakers. Harley is like a machine. He is so driven and so artistic.
He's driven, he's focused, he wants to include so many people from the industry, and then he brought you, TJ Storm, here to Detroit, which is incredibly fantastic.
And Detroit is an amazing backdrop for filming. You guys have so many incredible neighborhoods, so many incredible buildings, backdrops, so many sets, which are perfect. I mean, they shot Batman vs. Superman here. Right. So if they're doing it here, then you guys are doing something right. Yeah, and now all these indie films is absolutely amazing. I'm glad to be a part of it.
It really is. I'm really, of all the characters, I'm really excited to see yours. You want to talk about your character?
I play a priest, which when they told me, I was like, I'm sorry, you want me to play a what? Like, a priest. It's going to be great. You're maybe Haitian. And I'm like, I can do Haitian. This is not a problem. So I'm really, really excited to see how it came out, and we had a lot of fun shooting it. It was a great, fun story.
Okay, now you're a fighter. You started your career as a MMA fighter?
Actually, I started my career as a dancer, and I came out to Los Angeles. I did a lot of music videos. I became a recording artist after that, and then I became an actor. I did a lot of kickboxing movies. That's where you get the fighter stuff from.
Right. Okay.
I'm a martial artist. I'm an 8th degree black belt. I'm a 6-time martial arts inductee to the Hall of Fame. So I do a lot of martial art movies and a lot of action movies. But I love the acting and I love telling great stories. So now I'm either acting, just normally, or I do motion capture. So when I do motion capture, I played Colossus in Deadpool. I played Godzilla. I do a lot of fun, really, really fun stuff.
Right.
We're doing some Marvel projects right now. We're doing some other projects for other comic book companies as well. And they're huge, wonderful, fun things.
Right.
But I also get to play wonderful things like this and taking over for Harley and those guys. This is going to be amazing, and it's a really fun stretch and a really fun change.
I know. I agree. I think that the character you're playing is really... I would love to play the character. I mean, if I were a guy, I would think, oh my gosh, it'd be a great character. But yes, he was Colossus in Deadpool. That's what we got, Detroit Film.
Detroit Film rocks. I'm glad to be a part of this community. You guys have so many amazing artists, so much great. Everybody supports here. I love that. And the energy is amazing.
And everybody loves working together. I mean, everybody, it's like, oh, I met you on this project. Let's do this project together. So everything kind of spills over. And there's so much love for what we're doing. Sorry. Yeah. So much love for what we're doing in the industry.
Absolutely.
That, it's so cool. Well, I thank you so much for coming back to Detroit for the premiere so that everybody here can enjoy seeing you and meeting you. Good luck in the film. I can't wait to see it.
Thank
you. It was wonderful to meet you.
It was wonderful to meet you as well.
Can I have a big hug?
Of course.
Thank you. Enjoy the night.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right. I think we're going to let the red carpet keep going, and we'll catch up with you after the film. Thank you.